Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a transformation on this dark oily skin and a full coverage foundation application. Welcome back to my channel, lovelies. Please, if you're stopping by for the first time, please do well to subscribe to this channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you for coming back to view my videos. God bless you. Today's video is about a transformation on this dark skin. I'm starting off by cleaning our face with the Ghanaian micellar water. It is always important for you to clean your client's face before proceeding because you want to work on a clean canvas. And then next, I will be hydrating our skin with this Mario Badescu setting mist. This helps the skin to be properly hydrated and refreshed. And then I'll be moving on to my moisturizer. This is a very important skin prep routine for me. It helps to also refresh the skin, hydrate the skin, and keep the skin fresh for all the makeup products and process that will be coming in. So this is also another important skin prep for me. Moving on, I'll be applying this super matte foundation primer. You already know primers serve as a barrier between your skin and makeup products. This product is really mattifying. And to my foundation, I'll be using these two shades of foundation from Huda Beauty and Anastasia's Beverly Hills. I mix these two shades of foundation and I will be applying this by starting at the center of her face. This is how I like to apply my foundation, and I start the blending from the middle of her face, moving it to the outward part of her face so I could blend the remaining excesses under her neck and close to her hairlines and ear areas. And I'm using a foundation brush. I enjoy using a foundation brush first of all in blending my foundation by dabbing it, pressing to the skin, just placing on top of the skin basically before going in with a beauty sponge. Done blending, see how flawless this part of her face is than the other side. So same process I did on the right hand side, I am doing on the left hand side, starting from the center of the face and blending with a foundation brush. Moving on to my highlight, I'll be using this Nigerian brown concealer Nuban Beauty to highlight the areas that I need light to pop on her face. During this process of highlight, I usually use two shades of concealers that are brighter than our actual shades, and every areas I highlighted are T-zones. Moving on to my contour, I'll be using this contour palette from the MAC Cosmetics. Is a color corrector and a concealer palette. See where I am really applying the contour just a bit under her ear, which is a zygomatic bone. You can see her face shape, so this is the perfect type of contour for her face shape. And I applied a light wine shade of color as a blush, so I'll be blending all of these together. Let's get right in. And there's something I noticed about concealer. When you apply it, it looks too light, probably because of the lightings in this video. But in the real life, it wasn't this bright on her. And you will see the after effect of this whole highlight and contour. So I'm just blending the entire look. And then I'm also using a brush. This particular makeup on this client, I used more of brushes instead of beauty sponge. So I'm blending sections by sections. I'm moving from one side of the face before going to the other side, and then I want to blend a bit fast so that the concealer doesn't get too dry on the skin and becomes tacky for blending, you know. So that is why I'm moving this fast. Moving on, I'll be using my beauty sponge to blend the entire look to have a seamless, flawless foundation blending finishing, like that airbrush finishing. Okay guys, that is just what I'm doing. And I'll be moving on to my setting powder. I'll be using this Beauty by Eden setting powder. in the shade 20. Now when applying a setting powder, you need to dab the excesses at the back of your hands before proceeding to blend it or to place it on the areas that you want to place it. I'll be moving on from one part of the face to the other part, and I'll be using this beauty sponge, or foam rather. No, this beauty sponge, to set the entire face, not using a brush. I'm just using this sponge. This is how we go all around the entire face. I'll be using this shade of brown tone powder to further define our nose. I'm using this flat brush from the MK Beauty. I'm just going to apply that. I'm practically just applying that shades of powder, 2 shades darker than the highlights, on every area that were contoured on our face. So remember guys, contour is 2 shades darker while highlight is 2 shades brighter. And then I am further doing this to define a lip. At the end of this video you will know why I am doing this. Now moving on to further snatch the nose using the same setting powder, and then I will be moving forward to my brows. And for the brows, I'm using this spoolie brush and this brow tamer to first of all keep my hairline, the brow hairs, in place all day for a long lasting eyebrow. Brush upward, and then I'll be going in with my brow pomade and this flat angled brush from Mira Cosmetics, gel liner from the one and only Ega and Esther. I like to always scoop a little of that at the back of my hand so that I'll cover the remaining one in the container so it doesn't get dried easily, and then I'll work with the one that I have at the back of my hands. Starting off my brows, I like to just outline the top of the brow and the underline of the brows, and then I'll lightly fill it in. This is just basically what I do for my brows. I have a full detailed eyebrow tutorial videos. You can go check that out. On this video I am not doing a detailed brow. I'm just showing you how I did this particular one. And then moving on to my concealer, I use the same shade of concealer that I used in highlighting my entire face. And then I'm blending with this Vika Bell brush. I'll just blend out the concealer from the eyelid to the brow bone, and then I'll be moving on to blending. I'm using a powder. Each time you finish highlighting your brow bones, make sure you use a setting powder to set the concealer, or you use a pressed powder. Just use your powder to also blend the concealer that was applied. And then that's just basically what I do for top of my brows. I just use the powder to blend the top of their brows. Another reason why I don't use 2 shades of concealer to highlight my brows is this, because I tend to use this darker shade that I use in contouring my entire face to apply at the beginning of my brows, and then to also use that same shade to apply on my eye crease, or rather on the client's eye crease. I'm using this shade of powder as my transition shade, and I'm moving on to eyeshadow primer. You want to set the eyes properly to avoid any cracking of eyeshadow, and you blend this properly. Okay, I have a detailed video on how this fall eye crease eyeshadow process was made. See, that's one video you shouldn't miss. After seeing this video, you should just rush to go watch that video. It is lit. Like, that video is everything you need to know about how to make an eyeshadow, a cut crease eyeshadow. And then of course, you know, I usually fix lashes with my hands. In case you don't know, for the first time, I enjoy fixing eyelashes, false lashes with my hands. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I'm actually used to. See how beautiful she look. See, go watch this video, the eyeshadow tutorial. This eye look was, I'm not going to say anything, you're just gonna watch. I'm blending out all the powder. I'm using that blended blush, and then I proceeded to applying a glow. She wanted something really simple, so she didn't want much of a glow, so I did something little. And I'm moving to this lip palette, the Eye Magic lip palette. I'll be using that warm nude shade, and then I'll be mixing with another lighter nude shade. After applying that nude shade, I asked her to just smack her lip, and that's exactly what she's doing. I'm moving on to one of my favorite Nigerian brand lip stain, Beauty by Jones, and this shade is in the shade Mamos. I'm just using that to, you know, line a lip line. Of course, you need to line the lips. So that's basically what I'm just doing. This is just a close look of how lovely gorgeous this lip stain is. And another thing I love about this product is how it is very easy to blend. Unlike some matte products, this product you can move around. Is one of those matte lipstick that you can actually move around. It doesn't dry easily. It gives you time to blend it out before drying out. So I believe now you know one of the reasons why I love and enjoy using this brown most of the time. And I'm using that same brown, their lip gloss, and just look at this game changer. Take a look at it. I need to zoom close for you guys to see. Look at this baby right here. It's indeed a game changer. Are you seeing the effect it has on the lip already? Can you see? Same from Beauty by Jones. Lip gloss, and we are good to go. I'm just using a blending powder to blend the entire look, and then I'm using my setting mix from Urban Beauty. This is a game changer. See how this settings mix is going to take away all of the powder effects. This is one of the reasons you should use a setting mist. It takes off all the powder effects, and this one in particular, it's oil controlling. And then I'm using a beauty sponge, a beauty blender to further dab the entire look. We are done. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, share this video, like this video, remain positive, stay blessed, be happy, smile often. I will be waiting to see you in my next video. Bye guys.